There has been a development. Unfortunately, our base was deliberately and intentionally attacked and leveled and razed to the ground. So here we are at our absolute backup base. This is the location that the Kingpin was being constructed at. It's just a small little mining refining base. Kingpin's over there a little bit. And I hate to say it, but as you can see in the footage that I'm showing you, the FTL faction has gone too far. They have deliberately attacked the Spacer faction, who's only trying to maintain peace. So there's only one course of action, unfortunately. I have discovered the location of the FTL faction's base with the help of some friendly server folks, so we're going to go pay them a visit. Both the main Spacer base and the outpost that we were building for the past 2 episodes and our beautiful ship has been absolutely razed and destroyed to the ground, so there is only one course of action, unfortunately. And a faction like that on the server just cannot stand. So the Kingpin is going to have to get its maiden flight. I did some work off screen. We did have some components over here that we managed to finish the ship with. We just really needed just a couple of superconductors, which isn't hard to get, especially if you have access to the Anomaly. And we do have one ship left that they didn't manage to snipe other than the Kingpin, which is just a jump-capable cargo frigate, but that was enough to get the mining done that we needed to, and I am not going to show the location of that cargo frigate, just because I do have a feeling that the FTL faction watches these videos and knows exactly what coordinates we are at. So, before we get started, we have to prepare our ship for war, and by doing that we need to get all of our guns into groups. So our Gatling turrets, I think we have close to 10 of them. It looks like they are in a group called Gatling, so that's good. Let's look at our missile turrets. We have 2, I believe this one is, yeah, that one can be deleted. This one is, oh, we are missing one of the missile turrets, so we'll rename this missile turret. And there we go. Let's make sure everything is set properly. Aiming radius, 800. Enable idle movement, nah. Target missiles, no. Small ships, target characters, yes, just in case there's anyone there. Also, we are going to want to, let's go back to the Gatling, make sure that everything's set up properly here. 800 meters, enable idle movement, target missiles, everything is on, perfect. Now let's look at our launchers, our rocket launchers. We'll set this as a group, and we will have this shoot. Okay, well, we'll just have this in our hotbar. Also, we have our automatic welding system. I did manage to get some steel plates in our cargo containers. That's about it. I don't have any construction components. Didn't have time, unfortunately. And quite frankly, don't have the resources because I'm basically doing everything by hand right now until we can get that small little base up and running a little better. So we are going to set those to auto repair, and that way we can toggle them on and off in our groups. Also, we don't need these spare ones. Alright, let's get our groups up and running. And let's set our block weapons. Obviously, we're going to have our rocket launcher be number 1. As far as groups go, auto repair, that can be number 2. That's going to be toggling the blocks on and off. We can also have the missile turrets, toggle them on and off. Same thing with the Gatlings, toggle them on and off. And then we'll also have the door to engineering, open close, and hangar doors, open close. I think that's about all we need. Oh, I forgot one of the major things. We need to also go into our jump drive. And we need to set a location, which would be, I believe, I don't know if it's just enemy base FTL or just FTL base. Let's see here. There we go. That's the one. We will select that. That is quite a distance away. It is 3,000 kilometers away, almost 4,000 really. So we are going to have to jump there, and this ship, although it has 2 jump drives, is a little bit slow. Let's go back to our groups here and go to our jump drive, drag this one down and jump, and drag this one down and jump. Alright, well, let's make our first jump. It's not going to be all the way there. And how far will we actually go? About 13% on the first jump, so this is probably going to take about 7 to 8 jumps before we get there. So I'll meet you guys when we're at our last jump. Alright, well I think we're just about ready for our last jump. One thing that I want to show you that I did was I completely forgot to put missiles in the front cargo container, so I did that. Just a short little thing that I forgot to do. Thought I'd mention, and yeah, we did that. So, one other thing that I would like to do that I did not is we have a camera on this ship, frontward facing, and we're going to have that set to view. So if you ever want to view frontward facing, you can do that and zoom in as well. It's kind of upside down, I just realized. Whoops. But that's why this ship is a prototype and not the real thing. In the real ship, we're probably going to make it a little more heavily armored and armed. Because right now some of the guns are just kind of sticking off the sides there, which is no bueno. Alright, because we are just about to jump, I believe this will be our last jump. If not, there'll just be one short one after. I'm going to turn on our welders preemptively. I'm going to select our missile launcher. And I believe we're ready to jump. Let's see here. This will get us 100% of the way there. So, it's now or never. And we gotta teach those FTL people that you can't go messing around with other people's stuff. You better watch out. Alright, where are they? They are 1 kilometer that way. Okay. It's probably... Oop, I can definitely feel them spawning in. There's a lag spike. Yep, there they are. They're 1 kilometer away. They have what looks to be a Borg cube. They have a bunch of other stuff, too. It looks like a big base. Let's take a look with our camera. Yep, this is kind of hard to control because it's upside down. So they have one big, what looks to be mining ship. Another... That's a very, very powerful ship right there. I think that's what we're going to want to target first. They have quite a few defenses on the outside of their base. And, of course, their base is boxy looking, as lots of them are. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to do a smash and grab, I guess, except we're not going to grab anything. We're just going to do the smashing part of it. And we're going to run in, guns blazing, and then we're going to kind of get out of there. We're going to assess the damage to our own ship and see if we can make a couple more passes. I'm going to just take a look again. I think the base is in front of the large ship. Or is the large ship in front of the base? I just want to know which one to target. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to be targeting the blue ship just because it has so many guns. So, with that being said, I believe it's time. So, let's get started. As long as our jump drives are intact, we should be able to make it back. And that's all that I really care about. Our welders are on, alright. And let's start firing. Yep. How come my guns are not firing as they should? That is not good. My guns are not firing. Why? That is not good at all. But we made it out of there. We took a significant amount of damage on that side of the ship. Not sure why our guns weren't firing. They should have been. Probably a glitch in the server would be my guess. Take a look at the Gatling cannons again. I think it's probably just the server being a server. Sometimes they do that. But it's really weird how that particular ship managed to shoot at us, but we weren't able to return fire with ours. That's a bit strange, don't you think? I'm going to assess this situation and see what we can do. Alright, well I did test my weapons and they are indeed working, so it might have been a server thing. However, there is one other thing that I didn't necessarily check. I'm pretty sure our factions are at war, and they should be able to get targeted. Yeah, so we are at war. We should be able to do one more pass. I think we did a significant amount of damage to that one blue ship before we flew off. I mean, we probably fired a good solid maybe 60 missiles at it. Yeah, I think we emptied all of our rockets before they got destroyed. So, we're going to do another pass. This one's going to be a little bit slower. I'll let this stream in and let the server catch up before we decide to do anything too crazy. Well, we still have our camera. Actually, let's take a look at the damage and see what we did. Oh, wow. Yeah, we actually did a significant amount of damage to it. There's still a lot of weapons on it, but there's a hole where we shot it. That's for sure. Alright. Let's exit this view, and let's double check. Make sure that that's on. Also make sure our... Whoops. I want to make sure our Gatling turrets are also turned on. I don't think we have the Gatling turrets. Groups. The Gatling turrets aren't there anymore, so let's toggle those on and off. Make sure they're toggled on. Alright. And let's have at it. Let's do one more run in and see what sort of damage we can cause. 50 meters per second ought to be enough to do a decent amount of damage while still not taking too much ourselves. So let's fly in at that. And we'll do the old rotation. So, yeah, there we go. Now we're firing. Oh, yep. It's still got power, but... Oh, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Ooh, we hit. And for some reason our missile launchers aren't firing again. There we go. Now some of them are. Oh boy, we are really wedged in there. I don't know what we hit there, but it wasn't good for really any of our ships. I'm gonna try to reverse out of this, but we are really wedged in here. Let me see here. Oh yeah. Let's try to wiggle ourselves loose. Either way, we're gonna be doing a ton of damage to their base. See here, if we wanna, yeah, go down like this is probably how we want. A little reverse and down. There we go. And now our guns are firing finally. It took a while, but they finally kicked in. Not sure why their guns aren't firing, but I think we actually did destroy the blue cube. However, maybe they turned their base off and that's why they're not firing back. Or they could be suffering the same bug that we suffered from when we attacked, where they just weren't firing. This is a bit challenging. I will be right... Oh, wow, we did a lot of damage to that side of the ship, so we'll be right... Alright, well, I did manage to get ourselves free. I'm not sure why it didn't record that. I just basically wiggled it loose enough, and... Well, their base stopped firing at me, so I'm just going to kind of sit here for a while and enjoy the view. Our missile launchers aren't firing because it says we're out of missiles, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's take a look at our inventory. Hide the empties. Actually, you know what? That might be true. If they hit our cargo containers, yeah, they hit our cargo container. We are completely out of missiles. And as you can see, there's a reactor leak. I want to do a damage assessment, but their base isn't firing back, so I'm going to continue to sit here and fire. As you can see, the front of our ship is basically missing, which is fine. I believe the projector is still there. Yeah, the projector is still there, so we should be able to rebuild our ship with a welder ship. Let's take a look at engineering. I did see some reactor leaks, so I'm kind of afraid with what I'm going to see. And Gatling turrets are still going to town. Yep. Not surprised we don't have pressurization here. Yeah, there's definitely holes here. Our batteries still have charge, which is good. Our main reactor, is that the one that's leaking? Ooh, got some gyroscopes. Yeah, I think our main reactor is the one that's leaking. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Hydrogen tank's in rough shape. So we don't have much hydrogen thrust left. So we're basically going to be running on ion. We do have a couple of backup nuclear reactors here that are still running, so we'll still be able to get home. Our jump drives, I believe, are still intact. Let's double check that. Whoop. That's one thing. Yeah, our jump drives are intact, which is good. Which means we can make it back to base for repairs. So let's take a look up here. Yeah, things aren't going great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can position as many guns to bear on them as possible. And I'm just going to kind of let this sit here for a while. And also we're going to control one of the Gatling guns. One of the ones that preferably has ammunition. Alright. Okay. Looks like this ship hasn't been hit yet, so let's have fun with it. And I think this is their either grinding, welding ship. This is a production ship, one way or another. Well, you know what? I'm just going to kind of let this sit here for a while and let our guns do their work. Do we have... Yep, they still have ammo. They still have ammo. Maybe I can position it so that 4 guns are firing. Those 2 want to fire. I bet our conveyor system's down. If I can find a place that has ammunition left, we should be able to refill those. And if we can refill those, we can do more damage to their base. So, let's see here. In here, what do we have? Nothing. 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 Ah, plenty. So I'm just gonna take, I don't know, I think 48. Whoops. We'll take 50 because I believe each one can hold a total of 12. And we'll go back and manually refill some of those Gatling turrets. One thing that I thought was kind of funny was if we go under factions and you look at FTL, we love to build. We come in peace and will not fight. And what do they do promptly? Proclaim themselves Emperor of the Universe and blow up all our bases. Except for the one they couldn't find. So, I think it's only suiting that they have their base blown up. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, the front of our ship is gone, which is cool. That still has ammunition. Why is this one not firing? Why is that one turned off? Hey, turn back on. There we go. Not sure why that happened. Toggle those blocks on. There we go. That's the ticket. No wonder we weren't doing so hot. The blocks were toggled off for some strange reason, even though the groups were turned on. Sometimes servers do funny things. Those are just out of ammo, though, so that's understandable. I do apologize if you worked hard on this, but don't attack us, I guess, is the message we're trying to send here. How about you? Any ammo? Well, that's on, but it's not firing. Oh, yes it is. I'm gonna kind of take a peek. All of their guns are basically destroyed right now, so I'm just gonna... They probably have interior turrets, so I gotta be careful. Just gonna take a look around and see what I see. Everything... Oop, that one's not damaged yet. And let's make sure that it starts smoking. Okay. Oop, that one's not either. Not sure why they weren't firing, but I'm going to take that as good graces. Maybe it's a bit of karma. I don't know. There we go. Is there anything inside here? Yeah, there's definitely stuff inside here. Got a bunch of planters, some ATMs and whatnot. This is probably where the meat and bones of their facility is, but it's mostly gone right now. I don't... Oh, is that an interior turret I see? Nope. There's their medical station getting all shot up. Let's see here. I'm going to see if they have anything in their cargo containers. Oops, it's a little bit daring, but I think we're safe. Okay, well, we did it. We hacked it enough, so they've got some space credits. And they've got some thrust components. I'm going to take their space credits. Okay, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Space credits. Are you space credits? No, it's steel plates. That's computers. Lots of computers. I don't want that many computers. Well, if we find the space credits, we'll take them. Oh, nope. Okay, well, what about you? What do you have? Some stuff. Nothing much. It looks like our guns are starting to shoot up stuff at the far side of the base, so they're doing their job, that's for sure. Let's bring out a gun, because we don't know what we'll find. Okay, anything here? Nope, no guns. Gotta be careful. Nothing? Oh, there's a bathroom? Let's not get distracted. Ah, there's production on that side of the plant. That definitely needs to go down before we end here. Also, I'm going to make sure that all their cargo containers are gone, so trash removal has their way with all their components. So they'll still have a skeleton left of their base, but that's about it. Yeah, alright. I don't see any protection inside of this base anymore, so... And yeah, our base is still... Or our ship is still shooting it up. Still got plenty of ammo, so that's good. Oh, what do we have? There's another level to this. I gotta be very careful. I know there's gotta be an interior turret in here somewhere. Okay. Well, I'm not getting shot at, so I'm guessing the interior turrets are gone at this point. So let's see what they had. Offline? I would say so. We have some laboratory equipment, medical stuff, medical room. Yeah, as long as it's offline, I don't care. In fact, I'm just gonna grind some of this away. Just to make it a little harder for them, because the, well, medical components are a more expensive component to get. And we'll grind away this so they're at least not functional. Alright, looking good. Lab equipment, just to spite it. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Nothing like the smell of burning base in the morning to get you happy. Alright, anything here? Okay, no interior turrets. And you can see our Gatling turrets are having their way with this stuff. Can I actually see what they have? Access denied, but I can see in this one. Hide the empties. What do we got? So they have a bunch of ice. They don't really have a lot of ice in here, and that's about it. Cool. Now I don't feel so bad. I don't think this was their main base either. I think they have another one somewhere. Ow, ow, ow. Well, that's my fault. I think I really ran into the fire there. Let's see what it... Well, we'll see what's in this one as we grind it away. Yeah, just construction components, scrap metal. Nothing worth taking. How about you? Nothing. Nothing in this one. What about you? Nope, nothing in that one. One thing I would like to do is I wonder if there's any missiles on board the blue ship. In fact, are there any missiles in here in general? No, there's no missiles. That's why it wasn't firing, is there was just no ammunition in it. Well, that'll do it. Alright, where's that blue ship disappearing to? I was wondering why we weren't getting fired at. There's still one missile turret up and running. I bet it just doesn't have ammo. Alright, there we go. Feel a little better now. Make sure there's no more Gatling turrets. Looks like those Gatling turrets on the front of the ship ran out of ammo. Alright, anything here? Okay. Alright, where did the blue ship go? It's like gone. I bet it drifted away somewhere. Maybe trash removal? Oh no, there's parts of it. There it is! Come back here, I want to steal your ammo. I know this ship did have ammo left. Which means, I'm sorry, but all this garbage, go away. If we have, or if we do find some missiles, we're going to pick up the missiles and dump everything else. Alright. Okay, what's in here? Nothing? Okay. There's lots of stuff that was in here. Conveyors.
Energy low.
Okay, I might have to actually make it back to base. Ooh, there's a cargo container. Ooh, oh, it's a welder. Okay. Looks like they had an automatic repair system, which is why it was a little bit of a tough nut to crack. It took like, I don't know how many missiles, but a lot would be the correct answer. Okay, well, I think we've done what we came here to do. There's really not much left here. It's just shooting up batteries at this point. And just some... yeah, there's just some refineries left. So, yeah. Alright, I think that was actually relatively successful. Ooh, stuff's blown up. Gotta be careful. So, I think we're going to head back in. I don't know if we have anything that we can repair our ship with now, but repairing our ship is going to be of utmost priority because I'm guessing there will be a response to this, because I don't think that this is their only base. Ooh. And we're going to have to be prepared for it. I don't know if they know where our base is. I don't think they do, but we're going to have to be careful. Alright. That's a little better. Well, this gun just straight up isn't firing. I bet it just can't see. If we do this, will it be able to fire? Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. Perfect. And we're going to just let it sit here for a good solid while. I'll catch back with you guys.
One eternity later.
Well, I think we've done enough damage here. I think they've gotten the point to not mess with our faction anymore and to perhaps keep the peace. If they can keep the peace, I think we'll get along nicely. But until then, actions like this are required. I'm going to let them have a couple of their refineries. That's going to be about it. They have, nickel, gravel, silicon wafer, magnesium. I'll take the magnesium. I am just about out of power, so I'm going to have to head back to the base. One thing that I am impressed about is the ship, the CIC, held up really well. The rest of it, well, it definitely took a pounding, but this is going to be a great foundation to, well, rebuild the ship, and from there we can improve on it and maybe fix some of its flaws. Let's get some power here. Actually, I do believe we have an actual medical room. We don't have to use the survival kit. I don't think that it was damaged either, as this place still has... No, does this have any oxygen? Nope, there's a hole in it somewhere. Okay, yeah. There's definitely a hole in it somewhere. Anywho, I think this is... No, that's offline. Let's see what Yeah, a little bit of damage to it. That makes sense. The automatic turrets, they do tend to, well, prioritize shooting that. So I guess the one backup survival kit that we have is the last surviving energy source for us, other than sitting in a seat, I guess. But we also did hurt ourselves, so we're going to need to heal up. Looks like it's still connected to the oxygen, which is good, which means our conveyor system, for the most part, is working well. I'm not sure why the gun conveyor system stopped working. It should be all the same thing, but perhaps it got damaged in another way. Alright, you know what? I think it's going to be time to jump back to our home base, which is now just a teeny tiny little thing, but that's okay. Alright, it's going to take a while to get there, so I'll meet back with you guys when we've accomplished our task. Well, we have arrived back at our base, well, almost. Right over there, but we're kind of cruising there right now. And when we get there, I think we're going to just have to assess the damage and probably begin repairs. That base isn't very big, so we're going to probably also want to increase the production capacity of that base, as well as the defenses. Although it's safe for now, you never know how long it'll be safe for. I do actually like this area quite a lot because, as you can see, there's all sorts of resources in the vicinity, so we will definitely make this work for us. But we're going to have to keep an eye out because there are enemies on the loose, that's for sure. Anyhow, I think that'll be it for this episode. Thank you folks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.